Welcome back, everyone, to the complete Pineleaf. We are back here with Aka here in the depths of Isengard to find out what this plan is he has for getting out of here.
I like you. I will help you escape.
Do you see how it was now, Pineleaf? I served Saruman well and faithfully for many years, and but for the lies of Grima, I would still. I like you, and I'll help you to escape. There is a way out of the ring that only I know about. You will not find it without my help. Tell your friend if he can get us to the surface and create some kind of distraction, I can get us beyond the ring. All right. Now, I'm not too sure about his choice of words there. I mean, ring? Really?
The steward will help us? Good.
I do not like being dependent upon the steward, but it seems that we have no choice.
Do not let the Uruks know what you are up to.
Akka will tell us the location of the secret way out of the ring, but we will need two things first: a way out of these cells and a large enough distraction to keep the Urukai occupied once we reach the surface. When Foch took me out to the cell work, I saw some of Saruman's experiments. One of these involved a black powder that, when set aflame, caused a tremendous roar and smoke. Some of the machinery seems to spew this powder. If you can collect enough of it, we could use it for our own distraction. Your relative freedom of movement can help us in this Pineleaf, but you must still keep up appearances. Do not let the Urukai know what you're up to. Yes, report Sagruz in the forges, and do his work in addition to collecting some of this powder for me. Alright then. I shall go and collect a pinch of black powder. Hello, Fosh. Any more work you need me to do?
Back for more work, eh?
Well, there's plenty to do, so don't let me catch you dozing. These scattered weapons. One of the old man's thralls dropped a barrel of weapons and tried to run for it. He was dealt with, but now there are weapons scattered all over the place. Pick them up and put them back into the empty barrel there. Right. Okay. I suppose I could do that. Pick up a weapon. Pick up black powder. Pick up a weapon. There we go. Because we need to clean everything off the floor, right? Not only the weapons, but also the black powder. Because we certainly can't let all this black powder get in the way, right? Of course. I mean, of course not. You got the idea. Not that these Uruks care particularly about clean floors, mind you. There you go. There you go. Nice and clean. There. Into the barrel. There you go.
Good. I'm glad you've cleaned up those scattered weapons.
Yes, that weapon who ran for it made it further than they usually do. He made it to the ramp over there. I just wish he hadn't spilled the barrel and caused me such extra work. Whew. Well, it looks like he did not notice me picking at the black powder, or he didn't care. Now, let's see what the next step of the quest is. I've got the powder right here.
You managed to get some of the powder. Perfect.
Yes, this is going to be the key to the distraction that we need once we make it to the surface, okay?
What is it they say about birds and stones?
Yes, the guards do not bring us work on the surface very often, but the last time that they did, I saw some of the great war machines being constructed within the ring. I do not know how close they are to being completed, but if we can do anything to prevent them from leaving Isengard, we surely must. What is it they say about birds and stones? I think the black powder you collect might serve as a perfect distraction and also deprive our enemies of one of these war machines. Go to the surface and leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines southeast of the steps to Orthag. The amount you leave should suffice for 4 small piles. Yes, we will set the war machine aflame when it is time for us to make our escape. The door to the surface is on the north side of the caverns. Very well. Let's go and set it on fire. Let's get outside first. I was going to say breathe some fresh air, but yeah, the air is not very fresh out there either. Now that I am outside, and this area looked a lot better when these trees, I can see that we still have the remnants of some of those trees. They just look completely burnt out. Certainly looked a lot better when we had actual plant growth here, but it is no longer the case, no longer an idyllic little spot. Now let's see, we've got here, let's put a little black powder here. Let's put a little bit here. Good. Now let's put some over here. And a little bit over here. And if we're lucky, it'll do something useful. Oh, what? Thok.
What were you doing lingering around there? Explain yourself.
Well, well, you better be careful. You don't want to get Morflack angry, do you? Oh, Morflack. Well, don't tell him about this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything about it, really. You don't need to trouble Morflack about this. Yeah. Well, that's probably a card I won't be able to play too often. Well, let's get out of here and get back to Balger. Done.
Ah, you have returned. Were you successful?
Yes, I was successful. Good.
Good, good.
See, he even agrees with me. Yes, you've done as I asked. I hope setting that black powder aflame will be the distraction that we need to make good our escape. I could only hope so.
It is time we were free of this place.
Yes, there's no sense in delaying this, Pineleaf. It is time we are free. Speak with me when you're ready. Yeah, right, I suppose I can do that.
We do this now or not at all, friend. There is no looking back. We will escape from Isengard, or we will die. But we will not stay here.
We'll have to see which of those choices we have. Hey, here it is what we need to do, Pineleaf. The key master of the Urkai, who carries a ring of keys that can open these cell doors. He tends to come down into the dungeon several times a day, or what passes for a day here in this lightless reach. Look for him somewhere in the dungeons, and see if you can catch him unawares. He's likely to be down in the other wing of the dungeons. Climb the slope, type turn when you can. Once you have the keys, come back here and release me. We can then open the door for Akka, and we will make our way to the surface. The Urukai must have seen you walking around Isengard. They may believe that you are bringing us to Saruman's by order of the wizard. They may even let us pass. Yes, the sky may even turn green. Alright, I'll get the keys. Actually, that's probably not a good phrase to use, considering that in Ogmar, the sky does look a little bit on the greenish side. Now that I think of this sickly greenish glow that you get there. Considering what Saruman is doing to this place, maybe saying the sky may turn green is probably not the best analogy to use. Alright, we've got a few Dunlendings here. What are you doing down here? Fosh didn't tell me you had any business here today. I don't like the smell of you. Get out of here. You're done for, Hobbit. If you say so. We have to see. But quack, quack, quack. There you go. And I got his keys. Oh, that's one way to get him. Hey, Fred, over here. You have the keys there? Do you? Right? You must let us out. You cannot leave us to die here. We can help you. All right, I suppose so. I am back with the keys. This was not what I meant, Pineleaf. Oh, what was it what you meant? Oh, you mean that! Listen to me, men of Dunland. There's no friendship between our peoples. We have warred and will likely war again. But today we need each other. Today we have a common foe. Akka knows the way out of the ring, but we will need your help to reach it. Will you help us? Aye, we will. Count on it. All right, well, good. Now, Akka, it is time. There is a gap in the wall between the buildings of the western side. Once the black powder does its work, you should be able to make it there in the confusion on the western side. But first, we need to get to the surface. It will not be easy with so many of us. Well, there is that. We cannot go all together. We'll attract too much attention. Akka is right. Pineleaf and he and I will go first. Count several score before following us, then do in small groups of 2 or 3. I suppose the good luck to us all. The Dunlendings are hoping that they'll catch up, that we 3 will be caught, and that during the confusion they'll be able to follow out. And maybe Balder is figuring, well, they'll start to get suspicious out sooner or later, and you want to make sure that you're early. So we'll see which one is right in their supposition there. And you think they actually seriously believe that everybody's going to get out? Ah, here we go. We do not want to attract attention, Pineleaf. We should walk slowly from here on so that we do not attract attention. Let's go. Alright. And then we will walk and walk and walk. Hello. Nothing to see here. Just on an errand. Right? Just on an errand. Nothing to see here. Nothing suspicious going on whatsoever. It's amazing that we've made it this far. We're almost out. Now we just need to light the black powder Piney set up ahead of time, and we will have all the chaos that we need to make it to the other side of the ring and to freedom. Now we just need a bit of flame, and we can set off the black powder for a distraction. Let me do it. Both of you have homes beyond the ring, but this is my home. There is nowhere I want to go. I will light the powder. Are you sure? I am ready for what comes, Pineleaf. I will set the black powder aflame, and it will draw all of Isengard to this side of the ring. When that happens, the western side should be empty, and you'll be able to slip through the gap in the ring wall. Farewell, Pineleaf. May you live past tonight, and help put an end to my master's evil. Wait for the signal, and farewell. And the signal, well, let's just say it will be quite a blast, right? This way, Pineleaf. Once we get out of here, I need to find Theodred, the Prince of Rohan. All of his attention was focused on the movements of the Dunlendine clans. We had no idea things were this bad within Isengard. Where will you go? Well, actually, I was thinking Theodred. Yes, I will help you rescue your friends from the Falcon Clan once I have given my message to Theodred. Oh, yes, there is the thing about the Falcon Clan, too. Forgot about that little detail. Yes, you have my word. I will help you to save your ranger friends from the captivity of the hands of the Falcon Clan. I am sorry that we can do nothing for the ranger that was sent here with you. Lothrindir was he called? If Lothrindir lives, Saruman has kept him very close. We cannot hope to gain entrance to Orthanc. What's taking Akka so long? Well, something must have happened. Well, let's hope it's nothing too terrible. Ooh. I think I saw something up ahead. Ah! There's a commotion below, Pineleaf. Some of the captives got loose. All of the boys ran to see what was going on, but I smelled a rat. And who should I see sneaking around the war machine? This old fool. Pineleaf, this changes nothing. Do you understand me? It changes nothing. You would be nothing without me, Pineleaf. I gave you the run of Isengard. It was the fear of me that kept you from being thrown in the cells along those vermin. But now we will see. Oh, yes. We will see whose time it is to die. See how I repay treachery. Ooh, big words there, Morflack. Big words. Die, worm! Yeah, die. Interesting word here to use. Well, let's see. I'm doing pretty well. Woohoo! I think we got a little fire here. Oh, wait! What's that noise?
From atop the pinnacle, I beheld a great fire and smoke. And when it cleared, my prized captives were gone. How is it you are still alive, Morflock?
I don't think Saruman's going to be very happy about all this.
I carried you this far.
Yeah.
But this is the end.
This is the end of Balgar, son of Belgar. Well, I suppose it's probably we only made it this far because I'm light compared to one of the heavier races.
Do not weep for me, my friend. It is enough to be free.
Balgar's eyes flutter closed for the last time, and he dies a free man. I decide to return to Theodred's camp in the Gravenwood and see what has become of the Grey Company during my captivity, and to find out what's become of Theodred's company and to report on Balgar. To report on a few things, I presume. Theodred, I have a report on what's going on in Isengard.
You are alive. We feared the worst.
Yes, few of your friends made it out of Tal Mithadris, and the tales of those who did was not encouraging. I do not think that the Falcon clan was with Saruman in the beginning. Rather, it seemed the tide turned while you were traveling through Dunland. The news you brought to Lou Brenning, that Saruman's influences could be felt everywhere, may have been the information for which he was waiting. A box on these Dunlandings! They cannot be trusted. Very few folk out in Talbot Madras, but some did. The rare few Dunlandings who spoke against the Brennin's decision, and a handful of rangers. If we work together, we can repay Lou Brenning for his treachery. Yes.
Not every member of the Falcon clan agreed with Lou Brenning's decision.
And what will those members of the Falcon Clays say? What will the surviving members of the Grey Company, such as this Provisioner and Healer and Saradin here, have to say? Why is he continuing to kick air? Will we find out any of these in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf?